hopefully that won't come again. But when you attack a unit that can't fight back, for instance, an invisible unit, let's say a ghost, a cloaked ghost attacking a Viking. When the ghost hits the Viking is going to fly away and at 180 degrees from wherever he took the shot. So if you hit it on the left, it'll fly to the right. If you can also do that to advantage, or your advantage. If you want to move it to a more vulnerable location, shoot it in a way that it'll run away into the ideal position that you want it. And that's always good. But here I am pushing out the fleet, and I'm slowly working my way to the radio tower. Keep in mind that the quickest, or the best way I could do this would be go straight for the radio tower and then fight people up, because while I'm attacking, or while I'm in the radio field, I am taking damage the entire time. So once I knock this off, I'll take selective damage only from the units firing back, and not just inherit a global AoE damage, which is never good, or damage over time rather. But here are my Dark Templars. I'm integrating them into the mix. They did get, or my science vehicles did get side-stormed right there, but I'm doing all right. Knocking out buildings and progressing on fairly well. Always good to see. Let's see here, another radio tower hit the dust, and at this point I could probably just rush in and finish up the mission. I don't see any reason why I could. The only thing would be is if a mothership dropped a black hole, half my units would be dispersed. However, if you were smart, or not smart, but if you were clever rather, you would realize when half your army gets black holed, if you fly all of your units into that black hole, they can't attack you back. And at least then, once you come out, you'll have all your units. The problem with that is if, let's say, they dropped a nuke or they dropped Psystorm when you came out. That would be bad, because that AoE attack would get total saturation on every unit. That'd just be ideal. That would make the computer would smile. Basically, that's how awesome it would be. However, at this point, I'm pretty sure I could just rush in, head straight to the archive, the artifact, whatever I'm going for, and just either Yamato cannon volley it or just fly in and shoot it. Very much like another volley. But, ooh, Dark Templars don't work out well. The hardest thing about Dark Templars is you can't tell when you're detected and when you're not. However, it doesn't really matter when you have a fleet of battle cruisers with science vessels backing them up. So at this point, you could definitely be more aggressive. Looking back now, I was very timid when I went ahead and did this. Ooh, Detector, that's what is causing the issues with my Dark Templars. But I have attacked the unit, and here we go, starting a battle. So Zealots rushing in to fight off the air. I suppose they really don't have much functionality here, which is one good thing about massing up air later in game. Ooh, here's the big mistake I made. These science vessels were not on auto heal, which is why they're all doing so well on energy. Who knew? But I am moving my way up, and I think I'm moving my way up straight up to that detector. However, I'm taking the worst path possible. The entire path is in the radio field tower. However, I do realize that, and I saved my fleet while it was still being salvaged. If I hadn't done that, that would have been the most embarrassing way to die in the world. So here's where I would suggest hunting down a whole bunch of mules to help repair your army, because the science vessels will quite literally run themselves dry trying to repair the catastrophic mistake I made. But let's see what I do here. Those zealots, they finally became functional in battle. However, they're not going to do well against that bunker filled up with war pigs and stem danger. If you saw me use stem right there, those units only have a damage reduction for a few moments, but that meant it quickly killed them. And there are a few battle cruisers. The captain, the commander of that ship, needs to be fired. He's actually letting the ship drift off into the field. There we go. Ever have like that one moment where you're trying to say something incredibly simple and keep on botching it repetitively? Yeah. So if you see right there, that is being absolutely annihilated. However, a few war pigs with stem I think will handle it. I think I just barely make it through. And, ooh, so close. So 4 war pigs will take out a fully charged void ray. So I imagine they do great against a normal void ray without any charge built up. But it does look like my fleet has been healed up by the science vessels, which probably just drain their energy. Oh yeah, I mean look at that energy left over. it's in the red. But here I am, I'm getting my battle cruisers ready to go, and I'm rushing in for a true Yamato cannonball. This is the moment I've been waiting for. Look at that, and it retreats. It knew it couldn't take any more of that damage. So that's how you handle the mothership right there. Just, you know, go ahead and make 17, is it? 17 battle cruisers. I'll be able to handle a mothership no problem. So here's where I'd say I'd launch 2 Yamato cannons at every battle cruiser, and I'll just wipe it right off the face of the Earth. There we go. Well, technically we're not on the Earth, so it'd do a great job at wiping it off the face of the Earth. If we're not on the Earth. But let's see here. Really, at this point, I should just charge in. There's nothing keeping me. I think I just want to like savor the moment, because so many times, I'm sure when you've been playing the real campaign, the computer just dominates you and just makes you feel emasculated like a terrible, terrible player, like a 7-year-old girl playing like a really competitive game. But now I have like a moment where I'm dominating the computer, and it's essentially at my mercy. So I think I'm just subconsciously savoring the moment. It is good when you're dominating a computer player. Unless the computer player's on very easy, and then it's not quite as satisfying. But here I am set up to just eliminate the computer. I could quite literally end the game and just head right in to the archive, and well, I guess then end the game. But no, I am delaying for whatever reason. Well, gotta collect those minerals. But actually, I think I'm gonna go and knock out all the radio towers on this mission. I believe that is what I did. I actually have 4 of these videos saved up, and this is the one where I looked at the end of it and I was like, ooh, I won that with a commanding victory. So that was the one I picked. And I'm a big fan of the battlecruiser science vessel combination. It's so devastating. Because immediately you eliminate the effectiveness of any unit that can attack up in the sky. But here I go, I think I'm charging up with Yamato cannons, and if I remember correctly, Yamato cannons aren't exactly that effective at knocking out these towers. It's actually almost better just to fly up and shoot them with your cannon, because you save energy, and it doesn't seem like there's any time differential. But I am down to 1 more radar tower. So we're gonna go ahead and take care of that. Can't believe I've been talking for half an hour straight. Wow, what a long video. Oh, and there's a black hole that the carrier dropped out. Now, if I was heavily under fire, the best move would be to move all my units into that warp hole. If I felt comfortable that I wasn't going to get like a nuke dropped on top of them when they're clumped up like that, because that would be absolutely, that'd be the play of the year, really. But just look at all those battlecruisers are stacked up so tightly that it's just this dense ball of super firepower. That is what. That's how countries are born, is just massive firepower like that. Can you imagine if like we had battle cruisers in the world today? How sweet would that be? You're flying above the sky, decimating stuff, flying in something that weighs so much and has such a bad aerodynamic structure that it just boggles your mind how it could ever get off the ground. But anyways, enough with that nerd speak. I think my base is actually being attacked by a force, and I'm not coming back to fight it. Oh, and here's where I should definitely go, going back into that black hole. Yep, there we go. Smart move. And now nothing can be attacked until I come out in this super dense ball of awesome. But I think at this point I'm almost in a base race with the Protoss, because I've just decided, you know what, I'm not going to defend my stuff. I'm tired of it. I've got all the functionality on it. And there I think the mothership retreated again. I don't think it's learned its lesson. Calling down a few meals to help out with repairing, and I'm back up and don't finish something. Definitely should be doing that. But what am I doing here? If I fly back to my base and save it, I'm going to be very disappointed in myself. I'm just wasting time right now. Yep, I'm in a base race, so I think I'm actually going to list off a few buildings and go and hide them in corners of the earth and whatnot. You know, doing that tried and true Terran strategy of, well, it looks like I might not win this game. Hopefully if I fly off into a corner, I'll win by just desperation and disappointment. But the Protoss player does have flying units, so that could be a problem. And I restarted the game, so apparently I did something wrong, which is kind of amazing. I can't think of very many wrong things you can do with a fleet of nearly 20 battlecruisers and a dozen science vessels. But here I go, coming up on the last radar tower. Taking out this carrier quite convincingly. I don't know why it's taking plot. Kind of that Protoss stubbornness really hurts there. And just the amount of pinning or two there are pretty sweet because I think I have the energy to spare. But I'm going in for the final kill. I'm going slowly. I should be flying pretty directly into the radar tower because every second I'm in that envelope, I'm taking damage. But here I go. I think this is the last stand of the mothership. I think they know they're going down, and I am not looking at the action. Ooh, got black hole. Okay. I'm trying to fly my units in, and I really battle through fairly quick when I know they're about to be destroyed. Who knew? Apparently they get fun. Ooh, and just look at those spawn down. Oh. Yeah, there goes the mothership. That is gratifying. And my units are just decimated. I need to knock out that radar tower immediately. They fought in that AoE damage for so long. Look at them. If it wasn't for so many extreme numbers, I could have turned out wrong. But this is pretty much been the end of the video. Done much slow. You could probably shave off 10 minutes if you just wanted to die from it. I'm pretty sure I mentioned a couple of times when that would be a good time to go ahead and do it. But yeah, that's about it. So that wraps up this commentary on the Maw of the Void mission. Brutal campaign. If you like what you've seen here, good stuff. You're apparently a very patient person. So good luck and have fun on your own. Tyler signing out.